From the broadcast studio or the boardroom or indeed the bedroom, I'm here to help you get a better broadcast, podcast and voice-over voice. Hello, I'm Peter Stewart on Twitter. Tweeter Stewart, TWEETERSTEWART. Thank you for listening to today's episode. Yesterday we talked about the value of water and how one of the many things it does is keeps the mucosal membranes moist. Yeah, hydration affects your vocal folds specifically in two ways. There's two ways. First of all, there's systemic hydration. So when you drink water, it hydrates your whole body, the cells and the tissues and everything else from inside out. Systemic hydration is, as I mentioned yesterday, really important. It affects your body in so many different ways, does that H2O. It's really, really important. So hydration, there's systemic hydration. There's also topical hydration, sometimes called surface hydration. It affects the moisture levels of the surface of your vocal folds. It keeps them slippery enough to vibrate. You want some vocal tract facts? I've got some for you. The vocal folds are covered in a thin protective coating of slippery, stringy and slimy mucus made up of water, antibodies, enzymes, proteins and salt. And this film allows for optimum vibration with minimal effort. It protects the folds from heat and friction and also helps your tongue form word sounds more easily, because saliva is closely associated with that mucus. If the air is the fuel for the voice, the lubricants of mucus and saliva are its oil. And when you get dehydrated, that mucus becomes thicker. It offers less protection and is more difficult to talk and can actually lead to damage to your vocal cords. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands together. Let's hear it for a moist voice and a lubricated larynx. Yeah, the health of your vocal cords is measured in part by their PTP. That's the Phonation Threshold Pressure, the minimum pressure needed to get the cords vibrating and making a sound. The higher the viscosity of the cords, that is, the thicker the mucus because of dehydration, the higher the PTP, and therefore the more pressure needed from your lungs to produce a sound. So in other words, hydration is really important. It helps with that mucus, and the mucus helps keep your vocal folds nice and moist and slippery, but also it helps not only to help them move slowly as they vibrate, move smoothly as they vibrate, doesn't cause so much damage. It also means that you have to use less pressure when you talk. Less pressure depending on that phonation threshold pressure. Again, that's the minimum pressure needed to get those cords vibrating and to make a sound. You don't want your mucus to be thick and claggy, because that offers less protection, it's more difficult to talk, and damage can be caused to your cords. Tomorrow, a bit more on hydrate to sound great and dehydration, which makes you sound not so great, as Get a Better Broadcast, Podcast and Voice-Over Voice continues. From London, I'm Peter Stewart.